This weekend, the Main Stage Comedy and Music Club takes on a little East Coast attitude with some headlining comedians who ply their craft deep in the heart of the Big Apple. Jason Good and Jeff Glasse.
That's it.
Glasse, the E is silent, are both regulars at the top clubs in Gotham. And when they leave Manhattan, well, at least when they come to this far from the Village, they bill themselves as the New York Comedians of New York. And if you like your comedy brash, honest, and a little confrontational, these guys will be happy to accommodate at the Main Stage this weekend. Jeff Glasse, Jason Good, welcome to the show. How are you?
Good morning, Thanks Seattle.
Yeah.
Yes. We're good, thank you. How
Thanks
are you?
for having
Good.
us.
Hey, I'm from New Haven.
Really?
Yeah, and I used to go to New York.
New Haven is in Connecticut.
That makes you
I don't know what
Republican,
that has to
doesn't
do
it?
with
I know. So,
Yeah,
so
why?
come at me, big guy.
Okay, all right.
What does that
On
have
the
to do
air?
with us?
Well,
have to
I
do
used
this
to go
on
to
the air?
I used to go to Manhattan and
Congratulations.
occasionally see some comedy. And I remember being in, not Caroline's or one of the foo-foo places, but I remember being in like just a club somewhere.
That would be the places where we perform.
Yeah.
That would be the
like
places
the-
where
like-
Jeff performs. I perform in the foo-foo places.
You were the foo-foo.
Well, but by that
I'm
he
in
means
fact a-
bodegas.
I'm a
bodegas
foo-foo comic.
mainly. Bodegas and mental institutions.
And you know what?
Foo-foo.
I thought Boston audiences were mean.
They are, because it's cold and they're bitter.
Yeah.
Jeff has never performed in Boston.
No,
These people were literally trying to like tell the comedians to get off stage the night I was there.
Were you
ever had that?
in Harlem?
You'd have known if you were in
I would
Harlem.
have known.
Yeah,
It's
so you're-
okay.
Did the rest of the crowd look like you?
That's the big question.
Yeah, they did actually. They were
Okay,
white.
then
And
it
then
was
you were
okay.
in the Village.
Then at
probably.
least, even
Yeah,
if
it
they
was the
wanted
Village,
the
that's
comedian
right.
to get off stage, at least it was safe.
That's right.
Yes,
That's on your way
that's
out.
important.
Yeah,
you wouldn't be hurt that bad.
that's true.
Okay. So, what do you guys? Are you toured the country together? Is this like a? Is like
Well,
a,
I tour the country. We're here in Seattle. We don't get on the road a whole hell of a lot, but when we do, we travel.
This is the first time we've ever billed each other like this.
as a New York comedian.
As the New York comedians
the
of
New York comedians of New York.
Of
Well, we
New
are
York.
the
I have
only
no
comedians
idea what that
working there now.
means. But it sounds redundant and awkward to me, but Jeff made it up, frankly. So
No, that's not true. Actually,
it's really
Jason
true.
made it up. It's his. No, he
Oh,
didn't.
really?
It's all
Okay.
him.
Who has the tattoo, Jeff?
Yeah, that would be you.
See, that's how it works.
He has a New York comedians of New York tattoo.
Yeah, he does.
He has a
As
logo.
far as you know.
Yeah, but it's internal. It's on one of my.
You
internal
could wear Joe's bikini because he
So,
didn't.
well, I was raised Catholic, the guilt. So when
You had
when they
surgery.
were removing my adrenal gland, I had them do it.
It's an arthroscopic tattoo.
Yeah.
Now,
pretty
I
cool.
finally went to New York last year, so I know you guys, some people talk normal like you, but most people in the West Coast, when they think New York and they think comedians, they think, a little more gangster sounding talk, a little more, New York kind of talk.
A little more Yankee fan.
Yeah. You guys don't have any of that at all. I'm surprised.
Well, I've only been in New York 8 years. I mean, I'm originally from Ohio,
I'm
but
from
I don't talk
Philadelphia.
like yes either though. So
yeah,
That's
I've
Ohio.
been here. Yeah.
that's more south, but Ohio's a little hillbilly like that. But I don't have any accent at all. I don't think I didn't pick up a New York accent. I mean, I live in like a nice neighborhood in Brooklyn, and Jeff lives in Soho, so it's all transplants.
Jeff, you're dating.
Yeah. I'm a
girl.
Well,
You should put
yeah.
quotes around.
Not
that.
each other. A girl.
No, not. I'm
Yeah.
dating a girl. This one's alive, which I'm pretty
A
proud
live
of.
girl. How old are you?
I'm 38.
This is
30.
network
How old is
radio.
she?
She's 25.
I knew
Actually,
you-
she's
I
20,
knew you
she's
were robbing-
24, about to turn 25.
Robbing the cradle. Yeah, good
yeah.
for you.
Well, what can you say?
That's how you know when you're
performed near
guilty
high
about
schools.
dating a young girl is when you round their age up.
Yeah, I round them to the decade now.
So
she's around
30.
20.
She'll be
She's in her
30.
late 20s.
Close to 20. Early to mid to late 20s or teens.
Are you and her dad still friends since he started dating his daughter?
The odd thing is, her parents like me, which indicates that because she was a lesbian for a while, and now
You brought her
I'm
back
like,
from the
I
dark
brought her
side?
back.
I didn't know
So
that.
they'll take anything.
Jedi
They're like,
Master.
you have a penis. We don't fucking care. Really.
Hey.
Oh, sorry.
Did you get that?
Sorry.
Yeah, we got that.
Sorry, guys.
They're from New York.
I'm from New York. I
You are
apologize.
proud of yourself. That's a no.
I got
I
now.
apologize,
Now I get what's
Seattle.
going on.
Sorry,
All
radio.
right, it's on.
Sorry, radio.
No, I get what's going on here because we made you comfortable enough that you felt you were on
Yes,
stage.
now it's all. Now we're
and
in
you
my
started
comfort
doing
zone.
so. Your material is not a bring the kids show.
No. I have slideshows that are all pornographic, and
It's all part of it.
actually, they involve children, but children should not see them because
Got
they
it.
will be scarred.
The kids are blindfolded.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
So-
the kids
so-
are blindfolded and tied
Oh
up.
my
So how did you
God.
meet this girl? What's her name?
Her name
Make
is
it
Tess.
stop.
Tess.
Tess. Yeah.
And is she just in the club?
No. I saw her in basically, I was out with a friend in between sets at a bar because I don't spend enough time in bars already.
Yeah.
And, he was just wingmanning very effectively and, told her I was a comedian and she wanted to be a comedian. So there you go.
Oh,
That's your in with the young
comedy.
chicks. I can help you start there. And then,
So what was her audition like for you?
It was, well, yeah. I'm not sure. I don't remember anything that she said, to be totally honest. But yeah, it was awesome.
We're going to do a kind of a mime thing. And now, Jason, Jeff, you're Jason. Excuse me, I got him backwards on the sheet here. I'm going to turn it upside down. Jason, you're married?
I am, yeah. I've been married 3 years, I think. Yes, 3 years.
Seems like 6.
To a wonderful
woman who is older than me. Just 1 year. But I like mature women. I don't like to trick women into being in relationships with me by being smarter than them and like Jeff does. I like women who know.
You're looking at Jeff like he's a part of that church in Texas. You're looking at him.
I know. I know. I just like women who know that there was a Star Trek before the one with Picard on it. That's all.
All right.
Hello. Zinga.
Ding dong.
And then do you have kids?
I do. I have an 8-month-old son who I'm just leaving for the first time. So that's hard. So I've been staring at pictures of him the whole time.
Oh. And this is you were going on the road. You guys obviously...
They're also in my slideshow.
Yeah, I
You're
tried...
putting this show together hoping it's like the redneck comedy, like the redneck Goomba, the New York... What it would be, the New York Comics of New York.
You mean the blue-collar comedy?
Yeah, that it turns into a huge Gotham thing, and you get your cable deal, and you get your...
No, ideally, we'd like it to be a failure. Really. I think we like to embrace failure completely and wholly, and we're hoping no one will come tonight. We actually want, the goal of this show is to alienate as many
Julie is
people
crying
as
in the
possible.
corner.
So you're Mets fans then, huh? The failure thing.
Good.
Exactly. Well, actually, we're Cubs fans. That's how.
You might
that's
get
how much
just
we love failure.
a little Dalai Lama spillover just from the
That's my
vicinity.
hope.
Yeah.
I think we have a
People who
we have a
go to
huge
see the Dalai
crossover
Lama and
audience.
go, I'm tired of all this peace crap. Let's see what's across the
Exactly.
street.
Let's get that profane guy.
Let's hear a comic say the P word.
So, your 8-month-old son is at home.
Yeah.
Do you stay in touch with the family when you're on the road, like with blogging, internet? Do you have a webcam so you can see your wife and stuff like that? Are you doing
No,
that?
you know what we talked about it. We don't have. She isn't
not
really
that hard.
technologically. Yeah, but she can't do it. It would just be us fighting, trying to figure out how to do it the whole time. You know what I mean?
Takes the love away.
Like,
doesn't
just reboot it. Just reboot the machine.
He was
But how
having
do you
trouble
do
talking
that?
to her
What
on
do
the
you-
phone
Yeah.
before coming in here. He's like, "No, honey, put that other
It's complicated.
squeeze towards your mouth."
Meanwhile, you would be like, never mind, honey. Give it up. I can find other girls online. It's
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. I'm already talking to 3 other girls online right now.
That's
so
true.
you're just-
Yeah, never involve the internet in your committed
Let me
relationship.
add you into this video chat, sweetie.
Now, you perform in New York, but this is your first time to the West Coast?
No, I used to live in Seattle. I've never performed in Seattle before.
Okay, so you know
I-
what to expect. Politically correctness, all of that stuff, right?
Are they politically correct here?
Pretty close.
That must have been the problem.
That
last
was the
night.
problem last night.
Yeah,
There
that
you
was
go.
the problem last
Oh,
night.
was there an issue?
I shouldn't have killed that
No,
girl
no,
on
no,
stage.
no, no.
That
You shouldn't
was-
what?
I shouldn't have killed that girl on stage.
Jeff.
That was a mistake. I think
Jeff,
creatively.
Did you guys get that? Were you able to bleep that?
Well, you could have.
No, the FCC does not mind murder.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
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 no.
no.
There's
irony
no
of
sex.
FCC.
All the blood,
Murder,
gore,
pedophilia, these are
you
all
could talk
fine.
about pedophilia, it's all good.
And
But
you
as
could-
soon as
you
you
could've-
bring in a word that means make love to somebody,
Wow.
then we have to protect
Gosh
the children.
darn it! I enjoyed
Sorry.
killing that girl.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry,
the secret.
Pat. You
Well, no,
can't.
see, now you could have helped her kill herself. That's fine. You just
Yes.
You got to make it look like she wanted it.
That's well. I always
Yeah.
try to make it look like she killed
There you
herself.
go.
That's the secret.
So that's not your real show. Let's
Jeez Louise. People, please come out to the show.
did I read that you hypnotize people, or you just like hypnotizing
No,
people?
this is Jason basically sabotaging me on the radio. But yeah, I am attracted to women who have been hypnotized or are currently hypnotized. It's just a thing I
Currently hypnotized, like to not smoke, or just to
just to
hypnotize?
do whatever I command them.
Oh,
It's just a
Has you,
fetish I have.
seriously, has that ever happened?
No, it's not. It's not everything that ever happened. It's just
Something-
something when I was a kid, and then Wonder Woman, they would like hypnotize her in the show, and that turned me on, and I've never gotten over that. Thanks for sharing that with everybody, Jason.
Wow, Jason's just
Well, you
killing
had
you.
to-
Jason loves this.
You had to
I've
share it
never
with him.
told anyone but him
I think
this.
it's so
and when we
genius.
come in and they ask us, "Oh, what would you
I
like to talk
don't-
about?" Jason's like, "Jeff has a hypnotism
I
fetish."
don't listen. I know what's going to make good radio. Look, everybody is dying over here because you can't get over the first time you were ever sexually attracted to a
Well,
woman.
I know a couple
And
things
every
from your
man
life
has a
that we could
similar
talk about that would
experience like
also
that.
make for great radio.
Oh, no, that doesn't
No.
make good radio.
Let's talk about
The
cognitive
FAA
wood.
would
What
have
is-
problems about that.
Was
too.
cognitive wood your first? Was
Did
Wonder
he just
Woman?
say the FAA would have problems?
The FAA, FCC? Sorry.
No, the FAA has grounded the show.
We'll
have to
We're-
sign
I'm
the
sorry, you
FAA.
guys have to step out for an
Your
inspection
show's been
of your
canceled.
undercarriage.
Yeah. You're moving your gate.
Sorry, FAA. I didn't mean to insult you.
Jason and
We
Jeff,
know
you
you're doing
guys-
a great job.
You guys sound like great friends, and I'm sure it'll
are.
be a great time. And I'm sorry you couldn't swear here.